Hello friends, welcome back. Today's video I'm going to be sharing with you 4 different breakfast recipes that you can give to your toddlers and kids. So I had done one such video earlier, and because you all wanted me to do more, this video is for you. So I hope you find this useful, and let's get started. The first menu for today is Millet Pongal with grapes and apricots. To prepare the pongal, I'm taking 1 cup of foxtail millet along with half a cup of split moong dal, and I'm going to soak it for a few hours. And then here I have the drained dal and millet, and I am going to pressure cook it along with 1 cup of water and half cup of milk until it's cooked. Meanwhile, let's have a look at the other ingredients. So we have 1/4 cup of jaggery, 1/4 cup of grated coconut, a pinch of cardamom powder, a pinch of black salt, a tablespoon of ghee, and then a few nuts and raisins. Here I'm adding in some water and the jaggery powder to make the syrup. So I'll just mix it up and let it dissolve and boil well. I have strained the syrup now and adding it back to the vessel. Also, here is a pressure cooked dal and the millet mixture which I'm adding into the vessel. Mix it really well so that the syrup is mixed well along with the millets, and adding all the other ingredients like black salt, cardamom powder, etc., and make sure everything is mixed well. And also adding in the grated coconut here. This gives a very nice flavor to the dish. And then add in the milk. Now once that is ready, here in a heated pan, adding in some ghee and then roasting the cashews and raisins. And then adding everything into the mixture, and this warm dish was perfect for a cool morning. And I served it with a few cut up grapes and 2 apricots. Anjali loved it. She was so quick to finish this meal. I hope you make it for your kids and they would love it too. For the next day's breakfast menu, we have egg parathas with avocado curd dip. The ingredients are very simple: 3 eggs, cilantro, a bowl of spinach, chopped up tomatoes, I have taken 2 small ones, 1 onion chopped small, and salt and pepper to taste. I'm chopping up the spinach here, and spinach is great for kids. Other than vitamin A and vitamin K, it has iron in it, so it is a must for little ones who need to be full of energy. So let's crack up the eggs, and this way it is nice to include it into the parathas if it is hard to get your kids to eat eggs. And then mixing up all the ingredients one by one. Seasoning it well with salt and pepper. You can also add in any other masala powders here if you would like to. And then here taking the whole wheat flour, and then instead of water we are going to be adding the egg mixture into it and making it into a dough. You can grease your hands with a little oil so that it does not stick. And then I'm making these small rounds like these using my hands. You can also roll it out too if you like it that way. She likes to hold it in her hands and bite it, so I'm doing it this way. And then for a quick dip, we have some curd, cilantro and avocado. And so scooping this avocado and mashing it well. And then adding the curd. I'm adding garlic salt here instead of salt, just for a little more flavor, and then blend it well. And this dip is really so tasty and very simple to prepare, so I hope you try this out. And heating up the pan and making these little parathas here, roast it really well on both the sides so that it is perfectly cooked. Eggs are a good source of vitamin B12 and protein rich as well, so these parathas are very easy for toddlers to chew, and this is a very kid friendly recipe, so I hope you try this out. And then it is ready to be served. So she has her dip on one side and also having some orange juice today for her breakfast. The next day's breakfast menu is beetroot patties with homemade tomato dip. For the beetroot patties, the ingredients are ready. Have 1/4 cup each of corn, cabbage and grated beetroot and a teaspoon of minced garlic. Heating up some oil in the pan and then adding the minced garlic and roasting it well. And then the grated beetroot. The shredded cabbage and the corn, and then roasting it well. And let it really cook well, and I'm transferring it into a bowl and keeping it aside. And now for the tomato dip, this is a great alternative to tomato sauce if you're looking for a better option. And I have blanched the chopped up tomatoes here for a few minutes in water, and then in a pan with little oil, roasting it well. And let it cook well with some nice flavor. And then I will blend it well in the blender, and here it is. I shall do some seasoning with a tablespoon of honey, a tablespoon of vinegar and some salt and some oregano. Mix it really well, and the sweet and sour dip is ready. Now for the beetroot mixture that we had prepared earlier, I am adding in the boiled potato here and mashing it well. Mix it along with some shredded cheddar cheese and also added a pinch of salt. And then I'm making small patties like these and frying it. You can add some breadcrumbs before you shallow fry it so that it keeps its shape really well, because the cheese is going to melt. But I just kept it simple here, and she enjoyed the soft patties with her tomato dip. The next day's menu is spinach appam with blueberries. So for grinding the appam batter the previous night, I am grinding the soaked idli rice along with half a cup of grated coconut in the grinder. and while that is grinding, I'm adding some dry yeast to a cup of warm water and a teaspoon of sugar to it. And then let it stay for some time for the yeast to rise, and then adding into the grinder. And then keeping it for a few hours for the batter to ferment. And then once it's ready, adding some spinach puree to it, which is just blanched spinach blended with a little water. And then with this batter we are making small appams. And then I'm serving it with some blueberries, which she is ready to eat now. So if you want more kids recipes, do check out my playlist which has many videos like these, and I shall see you all later in the next video. Take care and bye bye.